When I walked into the courtroom that morning, every camera flashed like lightning. But I didn't blink once. My parents' people who had abandoned me at 4 years old sat across the aisle, pretending to be the picture of regretful love. They were suing me for my own inheritance. $2 million left to me by the only man who had ever cared. My grandfather. But here's the thing. They didn't know who I had become. I wasn't that crying child they left at a foster home in the middle of a storm. I was now Dr. Aria Monroe, Harvard educated, calm, calculating, and a woman who never forgot. The judge entered, and as soon as his eyes met mine, his gavel froze mid-air. "Wait," he whispered. The silence in the room grew thick. My parents looked confused. Cameras zoomed in. I smiled politely. "Yes, Your Honor. I'm the girl you fostered 22 years ago." The entire courtroom gasped. The judge's hand trembled slightly. He looked down, then back up at my parents with disgust. "You mean to tell me you abandoned this child?" My father's voice cracked. We didn't mean to." I cut him off. "You didn't mean to leave me on the steps of a shelter with a note that said, 'Take her. We can't afford her.' You didn't mean to never come back, not even once." My mother dabbed fake tears. "We were young and broke, Aria." I leaned forward. "You still are," the courtroom murmured. My attorney slid a thick folder to the bench. Inside were photos proof of their lavish vacations, gambling habits, and debts. And right on top, bank records showing they only decided to contact me after my grandfather's obituary was published. The judge's face hardened. "You brought this lawsuit under false pretenses. Case dismissed." But I wasn't done. "Your Honor," I said softly, "may I submit one final exhibit?" He nodded. I pulled out a document and handed it to the bailiff. When it reached the judge, his eyebrows lifted. "Is this real?" "Completely," I replied. He read it aloud. "This is a transfer deed. Dr. Monroe has purchased her parents' house through auction last week. It was repossessed for unpaid loans." My parents spun around, their faces pale. "You what?" My father stammered. "Yes," I said, standing tall. "And I'm evicting you. Today." Gasps rippled across the courtroom. My mother screamed, "You can't do this to us." I leaned closer, whispering, "You did worse to me." The bailiff tapped his baton. "Order in the court." But there was no more order left, only poetic justice. As I walked out, the reporters swarmed, shouting questions. I paused on the courthouse steps, letting the wind play with my hair, and faced the cameras. "When people abandon you," I said, "don't spend your life chasing closure. Build yourself into something they'll never reach." If you loved this story, subscribe to my channel. Because trust me, there are more ways to turn pain into power. And I'm just getting started.